Hi, this is David with entry number 729. So, the nice weather, of course, ended, and we are back to somewhat frigid. It's not in the single digits, but it's definitely a bit chilly. um, I was thinking uh, that this week is kind of an important week for me, and um, over the last 3 weeks or so, I've been allowing myself to kind of enjoy things more. There was about a 7 month period here in Seoul where I just was on the super uh, strict streak in terms of spending, and I wasn't eating out or anything, and everything was being forced into a microscope. And over the last few weeks, I've been allowing myself to kind of spend more money, and it feels good not to not to restrict so tight. And I know that if when I'm in Singapore, it's going to be back to kind of a fairly strict schedule in terms of spending, and I'm okay with that. But I kind of there's this whole other side of how normal people, I suppose, live, that I can kind of just deny myself and live perfectly fine. But when I do kind of give in and live like the rest of society, I suppose, it feels pretty good. So I just thought that was kind of like a weird, interesting thing that I kind of noticed. We kind of live our lives most people, I suppose, live their lives in terms of well, actually, I don't want to go down that road. What I want to say is that another kind of aside, or just non sequitur to my point, was that it's a weird thing growing up, kind of growing up the way I did. Not to say anything negative in the sense of weird, but more to say that the way most people live is not the way most people were raised. Is not the way I was raised. So whenever I hear people talk about how their childhoods or whatever, it's always radically different than the way I was brought up. And every time I hear about some person that I guess had what would be known as a more average childhood, it makes me just go, oh wow, I didn't live like that at all. I didn't have that experience at all. And it just makes me more and more kind of grateful about the way I was brought up. It makes me more thankful, because I've learned that most people, at least, have a very different memory of their childhood than I do. And I was brought up in a cocoon of kind of in a cocoon of, I don't know what the right word is. I want to say fosterment, a cocoon of fostering, that essentially there was nothing but support. It was like a cast or something. I guess cocoon is the best word for it. And a lot of people didn't get that. And it just is more motivation for myself to kind of strive for something more, something greater. And again, I know my parents, they don't necessarily think that that's something I owe them or anything, but it is something that I have kind of chosen to do. And I think it's a very, I wouldn't say necessarily healthy thing to do, but I do feel like it is honorable, and it is something that takes a lot of acknowledgement and realization, and just another one of these things that I feel is just another kind of rung in the ladder that is life. And I'm just really, it makes me just really appreciative of my childhood and my past, and kind of my situation and stuff. So, because I know there's other people that, even when I was a kid, that had it quote unquote better, but were complete kind of fuck ups. So, it's an interesting feeling, definitely. Kind of want to get fried chicken, but I'm not. I'm gonna get it next week. Anyway, there's a place right here, that does really good fried chicken, but I'll withhold for now. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. Bye.